Why are nuclear power plants always built near the ocean? There are about 440 nuclear power plants all over the world, and America has the largest number of nuclear power plants in the whole world. There are 88 nuclear power plants across America. Nuclear power plants are a type of power plant that use the process of nuclear fission in order to generate electricity. A nuclear reactor produces and controls the release of energy from splitting the atoms of certain elements. In a nuclear power reactor, the energy released is used as a heat to make steam to generate electricity. Nuclear power plants are used to generate electricity and have many advantages. Although building a nuclear power plant has a high initial cost, but it is relatively cheap to produce energy from them, and they have low operating costs. Nuclear power plants are reliable sources of energy. When energy is generated from coal, a waste material is formed behind it, which we call carbon, and that causes great harm to our environment. But when energy is produced in a nuclear power plant, so no carbon waste material is formed behind it, the biggest thing is that the energy generated from a nuclear power plant is very high. Nuclear power plants have much higher energy density, but you must have always noticed this. Almost all nuclear power plants are built near some big water shores. Nuclear power plants are built near the sea, on a large lake, or near a river. But why? Manufacture electricity with nuclear power plant need top quality steam. This makes the turbines run, and those turbines provide electricity to the network through the generator. Once the standard of that steam has an excess amount of cut, it cannot be of use for electricity production any longer. It's to be cooled down until it turns back to water that may be reused to supply top quality steam. This cooling takes place within the condenser and needs massive quantities of cooling water. There are many other reasons for setting up a nuclear power plant near a water source. Cooling the nuclear core during normal operations, transforming the thermal energy produced in the core into electrical energy in emergency situations, cooling the nuclear core to prevent nuclear fuel and fission products from overheating and escaping from the fuel enclosures. Water is essential to guaranteeing the safety of commercial nuclear power plants in an emergency. Now, we will know some amazing facts about the nuclear power plant that you never heard before. In the entire history of nuclear energy production, there have been 3 major disasters: 3 Mile Island, Fukushima, and Chernobyl. In the past 25 years, there have been over 10 major disasters with fossil fuel energy, the largest of which was the BP oil spill. Nuclear fusion is the safest way to create power. It involves putting 2 atoms together to make one. The technology has never been implemented on a broad scale, so almost all nuclear power plants use nuclear fission, which splits one atom into 2 and is considered more dangerous. Every 18 to 24 months, a power plant must be shut down to remove its spent uranium fuel, which becomes radioactive waste. The United States is the world's largest producer of nuclear power. It generated 790 billion kilowatt hours of electricity in 2020, surpassing coal in annual electricity generation for the first time ever. The largest nuclear reactor is actually the sun. It uses nuclear reactions, a natural process to convert hydrogen to helium. Nuclear medicine is used to diagnose and treat many different diseases. It uses isotopes to explore the body. Another version of it is radiotherapy, which is used to treat certain cancer.